Hello and happy weekend. This is Joseph from Kilt Beard Co. Hope you've had a great week and you're going to have even a better weekend. Today, let's kick it off with some Bushmills Black. Curious what you guys are having to start your weekend here. Cheers. Put it down in the comments. Let's see what you're drinking. Timeless sip right there. All right, so what are we going to do today? So, beards. We're in Kilt Beard Co.'s got a product for your beard when you want to get in the deep bush, keep it moisturized, keep the bugs away. We got you on that one. Also, we're going to be talking about the how to take care of yourself for bug bites and chafing to sores on your feet to minor medical attentions, etc. like that. We're going to use MyMedic on that one, and so we got you on that. And basically having the right socks, what to look for in a sock to make sure that you get the most from your socks. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg, on a sock. You just need the right sock to keep your feet nice and dry so that you can tackle those outdoors. And that's what we're going to be doing here on Beards and Gear. And let's get after it. So a quick refresher, we have our 8-liter lightweight bag for all of our gear, with a top tie down so that the water can keep from coming inside. And here's the directions, just in case you don't quite know how to do it. It's pretty easy, but the directions are always good. So next we have our poncho. And our poncho is very diverse. You can use it as a rain jacket. You can use it for shelter. You can use it as a blanket. Use it to collect water, and camouflage too, right? So there's many uses for it. You got the tie downs here, so that you can tie down your a poncho with a poncho liner, and or to connect it to the trees when you want to tie it up for a cover. Then remember the bag that the poncho comes in. Whoops, what's this receipt here? Anyways, this could be used for electronics, for other things, just to keep dry. So it's a good thing just to keep in hand, or just to keep your poncho really packed in here too. Then our 550 cord. This started out to be 100 feet, and very diverse. Helps you tie down things. Use it as tripwires. You can use it as a trap. You can use it to leverage other things out in the bush there also. And then we have our socks, and our socks are very important. I like white socks, 100% cotton. It's my go-to. It keeps my feet dry. With all the fancy stuff in there. Yes, if you're in cold weather, you might want something a little bit thicker, but we always want our feet to be dry. So white socks, 100% cotton is the way to go. And now introducing our MyMedic Hiker Med Pack. This thing is awesome. It's from Salt Lake City, Utah, and they have so many different medical uses with their products. So see what one's for you, like for chafing relief, and you have hydration and emergency supplies. So there's so much you can do with this, and it's a pretty diverse pack here, and we'll go over it more once we get on the bush. But as you can see, there are super bandages in here, which are really cool, and I've tried them on. They consider it to be the best band-aid in the world. It's right up there. So put that aside for a moment. And then we have our blister prevention pack from MyMedic. It's really awesome. If you're like me and sometimes you like to go, your foot just likes to rub against the foot of your boot, especially my big toe, you should use this prevention before you even get out there. But nonetheless, you'll have this available for you out in the field, so it won't keep you down, and so it won't slow you down, and keep going. Then we have our Outdoor Bivouac Beard Oil. I highly recommend this for all the beards and non-beards alike. This has 6 natural ingredients that's going to keep the bugs away, acting as a natural bug repellent. It also has some supporting oils that's going to keep you moisturized throughout the day. Just rub it through your beard and take the remaining and put it on your skin, around your arms, ankles, and wrists. And this thing's awesome. And talk about it more. We'll talk more about it here in a moment. And by the way, you can have a 2 and 1 ouncer also. So Outdoor Bivouac Beard Oil, it's just awesome. So we'll put this to the side here, and we'll start laying out our new contents for our lightweight pack. So Outdoor Bivouac, you can get it 1 or 2 ounces. We got our Hiker Med Pack from MyMedic, which is going to have a bunch of good stuff. Our blister prevention pack, which is perfect for those people who tend to get blisters often, and our white cotton sock, which will help us potentially not get blisters in the future. So this is what we got to add. So right now the sun has gone down. Well, not gone down. It's behind the clouds right now. I'm looking for a place to set up my bivouac shelter right now. And I think these trees right here might be a good option. So let's check them out. Okay, let's see if these things are dead or they're just in hibernation here real quick. I think they're somewhere in between. The reason why I like this area right here is because there's plenty of trees to tie off, and we can use the hill here, or the side of the small hill here, as a way to block us from the wind, so we only have to block ourselves from one side of the wind. So yeah, let's go right here. And the wind's supposed to pick up. So picking my area, I want to have at least 3 points if I can. So 1, 2, 3, and then I want it to be flat somewhat here. These branches laying. 2 points right here. 1, 2, 3. We lay our poncho liner, or poncho, excuse me. We lay our poncho right here. So I take the hood, bring it through like this. Tighten it. Wrap around like so, and tie this off so that it is waterproof on top. It's not going to leak on top. We don't want it to leak on top. You're also going to use this hood to catch water if you wanted to, if that was your intention also. But we're not doing that today. We're just trying to tie this off to make it basic. We lay our poncho out. Make sure that we're going to hit all our points before we get all into it. Right now, we can have our shade blocking this side here, and as the hill blocks this side, we'll have plenty of shade. Later on in the day, if we had to, we could adjust it so that we block more of the westerly sun as it sets, so that we don't get burnt and we don't get too hot, right? So, going through this, 550 cord like we talked about in the previous episode. 550 cord. Gonna oil this up more. Pull my guts out, like I say, save them. Right there for right now. And for right now, I'm gonna tie one end here in a loop. A little closer for everybody to see the loop here. Just a simple knot tie. It will secure it at a height where I can sit down comfortably, but not too high, so we can block the wind and have low coverage here to the ground. Tie the end, like so. Make sure this is nice and tight. Trying to make the knot so I can get this undone as quickly as possible if I wanted to. So here is the beginning of your stay right here. Minus this one stick here, which I'll bust apart here. It's a nice little area to just chill out right there. So I'll go around the back here, like so. If I had a rock, that'd be great. Oh, there's actually a rock over here. Big candy rock right here. There we go. Is our bivouac shelter right there. We have protection from the wind over here, and if we wanted to, we could also slant this down the opposite way, what we just did, and put that back in on this side and tie it over there so that we can protect ourselves from the wind over here too. So there's a bunch of things we can do. Yeah, as you can see, it's a nice little area here. And of course, we have our Outdoor Bivouac Beard Oil. Have a beard, don't have a beard, I highly recommend having this. It has 6 oils that it's going to help keep the bugs away from your face naturally, and also it will moisturize your face due to its also supporting oils also. So very simple. Go ahead. I usually do a dropper, but we'll do about 10 drops here. Rubbing your hands, get underneath that beard, the top of the beard. So it's a very earthy smell. It's got lemongrass and cedarwood. So it's not overpowering, especially when you're outdoors here. Okay, the residue still left on your hands here. Put it on your arms. No more DEET, no more chemicals to keep bugs away. Don't have to taste that in your beard or anything. But yeah, outdoor bivouac, I definitely would recommend this as part of your beard routine, especially going outdoors this year in 2024. Hit the spring early and keep those bugs away. You'll thank me later. Then let's break into our other stuff here. So we have part of our hiking pack is the med pack from MyMedic. So I discovered these guys. They're in Salt Lake, so that's cool. So Kilt Beard Co was in Expo about a month ago, and their table, their tent, or whatever you want to call it, was right next to us, and they said that they have the best Band-Aid in the world. So I tried their Band-Aid out. It's pretty awesome. It really stretches, really sticks, and it's very lightweight. So if you never tried the best Band-Aid in the world, I definitely would recommend MyMedic. So breaking this open real quick. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff in here. So we have a paracord, like we have our green one. This is good to have along if you don't have the green. I already had the green before I purchased this, but a paracord, see, somebody else thinks the same way I do. You also have a whole bunch of cool stuff in here that's essential for your pack. And this is a waterproof packaging, which is really cool also. So some more bug repellent. I recommend Outdoor Bivouac, but if you want to go this way, this is in the kit for you too. Also, here's the Band-Aids. So they're called they're super skins. Really stretchy Band-Aids, really stick well. You put ointments in there, it's not going to rub off and fall off. It's really going to stick onto your cuts. It's got a 4-way stretch, and it has a soothing aloe in there, so it's going to be really good for those cuts, bumps, and bruises. And then you got some more sting relief wipes in case you get stung. You have that relief also. some more super skins, a different size. So you have different sizes here. So small cuts, big cuts, you're covered. Oh, so you even have some, I think they call them cocos or cuckoos, but some hydration tablets. So if you go past that 24 hours, or the weather just was a lot better than you had planned as far as heat wise goes, and you drank through all your fluids, or you're able to drink through your fluids, this will keep you hydrated a little bit longer to hopefully get you to a source of water that you're looking for. Space blanket, when shit hits the fan, I always recommend one of these. These are awesome. So weather can change in a heartbeat, and especially if you're in the mountains, or if you're in a place where there's a body of water. Like I grew up in Wisconsin, off of Great Lake Superior, it can change in an instant. If you packed inappropriately, or you packed correctly, but it's just colder, or the elements are worse than you expected, a space blanket will keep you warm. And in conjunction, later on, we can talk about how we can take this poncho and this poncho liner and incorporate it with this to be a sleeping bag. Yeah, you heard that right. Even better than your most expensive sleeping bag. It's really a cool combination. And then, so blistering and chafing, which reminds me, when it comes to long hikes, in my opinion, and this is me, who I've tried many different socks before. I've have been in some of the harshest climates in the world, and I believe in just a white cotton sock. You want to keep your feet dry as can be, so that it doesn't get that wetness, foot funk, whatever you want to call it, that grinds against your boot, either at the front or the sides of your boot, depending on what kind of terrain you're going over. But you can even do this pre-hiking or pre-camping. You can put these on your feet inside your socks, especially if you know that you mess up your big toe often. That's usually the one that I mess up if I get a blister. You can put this on before you even get that blister to give you some extra protection. But in case you get a blister in the great outdoors where you really can't treat it really well, these are going to be awesome for you. So yeah, so blisters and chafing, highly recommend. I even recommend doing this pre-hike, and then have some just in case they fall off, they wear off, whatnot like that, so you have a backup plan. And this one comes with a sun exposure umbrella. It also has 3 sunscreens, a lip balm, some more hydration sticks for you, 2 ibuprofen in case you get a little bit of heat stroke, a little bit of lightheadedness, and a fever reducer. It's a really good one to keep with you also. Here's some ibuprofen. So it's the midi mod, and some more a bug repellent wipes, and a whistle. So unless you are a super seasoned person, I highly recommend, if you get lost, that hopefully you told somebody that you love that cares about you where you are going, so they have an idea where you're at. But I would recommend bringing a whistle. And if you are so lost that you can't read a map, you can't read the terrain or anything like that, or you're even hurt, it's good to use this whistle sometime after, probably within an hour after you were expected back to your loved ones or your house or whatnot. So that's a plan about being safe and smart. Let me know when you're leaving, where you're going, when you're coming back. If you haven't heard back from me in an hour, come look for me, kind of a thing. I would whistle this once every 10-15 minutes. After that 1 hour of the expectation of you being back, there's no sense of getting yourself more lost or even getting into worse terrain. It's better to hunker down, be nice and warm, get protected from the elements, and just whistle your whistle and wait for somebody to come and get you. And then finally, the last thing that I'm showing, and I'm not going to open this up right now because we kind of just did it in the main pack, but this is some more blister and prevention treatment for me. And you learn this really early on in the military, especially when you actually are in the field all the time. You learn that your feet are some of the most important things to you. They get you from point A to point B. Without your feet, you can't go anywhere. Blisters just slow you down, etc., like that. So you really want to treat your feet well and keep an eye on them. If they're hurting, if they're blistering, if they're wet, if they're cold, everything in between, you want to make sure you address them and you prepare for them before you even go out there for certain circumstances like that. So blisters, be gone. I hate blisters. And MyMedic really has it all. They have even extreme medical packages and equipment. Highly recommend them. Yeah, so this is the basic a poncho liner right here that we worked on, and it sets us up to have protect us from the rain, the wind, and we can also adjust this in between these trees here. And we're also using the terrain of our hill here to protect us from the elements also. So all these things are important when it comes to thinking where you're going to camp and where you're going to settle down. Make sure you choose that wisely, because at nighttime things could change and it's going to be a lot more difficult to find a better place at nighttime. So thanks for listening once again to Beards and Gear, and as we continue to build our hiking pack and some techniques that we can use that doesn't involve a tent, so we can travel lightly and be more efficient with our gear, and just just making use of what you have. Things that are multi-purpose, don't have one purpose besides toilet paper, like we've already said. Yeah, speaking a little fast here, but my battery's about to die here. So y'all have a great weekend, and cheers.